Namaskaram. Mahabharatam, Udyoga Parvam. Incidentally, we missed a few days. One reason was that my daughter with her family, which consists of two small children, are here. So I found it very difficult to do the recording after they wake up, after the children wake up. And I realized that this is the only time that is available, early morning. Plus one day there was a Zoom meeting with interested people on one topic. The topic was the Perivanam Arattura Purams with its background. So because of these reasons, we lost a few days. Let us hope that this time works. In Udyoga Parvam, we have gone through the peace negotiations. But there is one important topic which is yet to be covered. It is called Ambopakyanam, the story of Amba. If you remember, Amba was the eldest daughter of King of Kashi. Bhishma had gone, right in the beginning of the story, Bhishma had gone and took them by force in the Swayamvara, in which so many kings were present, including Salwa, whom Amba had a love in her heart. And Bhishma took them by force to Hastinapura. All the kings, they encircled Bhishma and challenged him, but Bhishma defeated them all and came. And after reaching, Amba said that she she was committed to Salva. Mentally, she had chosen Salva. So she requested Bhishma to permit her to go to Salva. Bhishma thought for a while, consulted the elders and agreed. So Amba went to Salva. But Salva said, no, I can't accept her because you have been captured by Bhishma. He had fought against all of us. I was also there for you, but we all lost. So someone who belonged to Bhishma, even though it is for a small while, I can't take you back. Amba pleaded with all her heart that she had thought about only Salva all along, nobody else. But Salva didn't budge. So that left Amba in a fix. She couldn't go back to Bhishma because of her pride, and Salva refused her outright. So what could she do? Even if she went to anyone else, the same fate. So she decided to go to the forest, meditate, and in any way end her life, some way or other. And she went to the forest. There she met a friend of Kashi Raja, Akritavrana. He was a saint. He advised her to go to Parashurama. Parashurama was, one of the best warriors of the time. When Amba went to Parashurama, gave her story to Parashurama, and she said, "This is my pitiable condition. I have no choice now. Please help me." And Parashurama felt pity. She said, okay, let me speak to Bhishma. And Parashurama went to Bhishma and asked him that, look, you take her back because she doesn't have any place to go. Bhishma said, I know I cannot. First of all, I have taken a vow of lifelong celibacy. So I can't I can't marry her. And I can't force her on my nephew, who is Vichitra Virya. I cannot force her on Vichitra Virya because her heart is elsewhere. So Bhishma refused. Then Parashurama became angry. He said, then war is the only way. I shall fight you, and if I win, I'll force Amba on you. But if I lose, then of course I can't help. And they fought. They fought for 23 days. Very severe war. Ultimately, Parashurama sent Brahmastra, and Bhishma knew the only defense is another Brahmastra. He also sent a Brahmastra. The two Brahmastra came and face to face. Then all the gods and rishis, sages, they intervened, said, no, please withdraw the Brahmastras, otherwise the whole world will be destroyed. They requested both the parties, and they agreed and they withdrew the Brahmastra. And then Parashurama told Amba, look, I have tried my best and I have failed. So, you are left to your own fate. Then Amba said, if that be the case, then let her go to forest again and see what can be done. She went again, and many advised her to meditate on Shiva, Lord Shiva. Amba did that for long years, very severe penance. And Lord Shiva appeared and he blessed her. I bless you that what Amba wanted was only revenge on Bhishma. So Shiva said that you will be able to kill Bhishma, but not in this life, but in the next birth. And Shiva disappeared. Amba thought there is nothing left for her in this life, so she committed suicide. And she was born as a daughter to Drupada, named Shikhandini. But Drupada also had prayed to Lord Shiva for a long while, for a long span of time. He had requested for a boon for a daughter to be married to Arjuna and a son to defeat Drona. This story we have said. And Arjuna defeated Drona. That was the one revenge Drupada had. And that was Drishtadyumna, who was the son born to defeat Drupada. And of course, Draupadi, Krishna, she was the daughter who the Pandavas married. Apparently, he also had another request that he should get a son to kill Bhishma, but this, I don't see any reason. Anyway, that's what he said. And Shikhandi was born. Drupada had prayed for a son, but a daughter was born. And they were in a fix, but Drupada's wife said, no, there is, you are given the boon of a son to kill Bhishma. So I am sure, though she is born as a girl, with Shiva's blessing, she will become a man in due course. And with that belief, they they looked after her and treated her like a boy. She was dressed as a boy. All the rituals, namakaranam, everything was done as though he was a boy, and was named Shikhandi. And when it was time for Shikhandi's marriage, Drupada sent a word to the Sharna king, who was a friend, saying that I have a son and I know you have a daughter, so I request you to give your daughter in marriage to my son. And the Sharna agreed and the marriage was done. But the Sharna's daughter soon find out that she had married a girl and not a boy. So she reported that to her father. And the Sharna became very wild. He came with a large army to take revenge. And Drupada was worried because he didn't want a war and destruction because of this. But again, his wife insisted, no, what's called, we were given a boon. And when this happened, Shikhandi thought that it is because of, she was still a girl, because of her that all this is happening. So she wanted to commit suicide. She went to the forest, was looking for ways of ending her life. And then she happened to end up to meet a Gandharva, I forget the name, Sthuna-karna, Gandharva Sthuna-karna. He asked her why she has come to the forest, what. Then she explained all this. Then he said, okay, don't worry. I give you my masculinity and I will accept your femininity. I shall become a woman, but you will become a man. So he, with his power, they exchanged their sexes. But unfortunately, and this was a contract temporarily. When the situation improved, then Shikhandi should come back and take back her femininity. But unfortunately for the Gandharva, Kubera, who is the lord of all Gandharvas, Yakshas, all those semi-gods, Kubera came, Vaishravana came, and he was very wild because this Sthuna-karna was trying to hide from Kubera. And when he insisted he should meet him, he came out as a woman. And then Kubera asked for the details and he gave, and he was very angry. He said that may you remain as a woman all along, that you won't get back your masculinity. And Sthuna-karna was sorry. He pleaded with Kubera for a relief, from the curse. Kubera said, all right, when after Shikhandi dies, you will get back your masculinity. So, anyway, so Shikhandi went back. He lived happily with his wife, who was daughter of Dasharna. Uh, and Bhishma, at the beginning of war, when Bhishma was made the commander-in-chief, Duryodhana was planning the strategy with Bhishma, all the great warriors on the Pandava side, and how to meet them. And Bhishma pointed out to each of them who were on the Pandava side, apart from the Pandavas, Satyaki, the Drupada, Drashtadyumna, then Virata, and so many. And also he said, Shikhandi, who is the son of Drupada, is also a great warrior. He also got training under Drona, but I shall not fight against him because he was born a girl, and I have taken a vow that I shall not fight against a woman. And then when Duryodhana asked how did it happen, then Bhishma narrated all this. So that is the story of Amba, what happened to Amba. And in Mahabharata, Amba has a great role in killing Bhishma. So with that we end today's story. Our time is up. We are very close to the start of the war. So, namaskaram.